National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now ETN to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. ETN once more. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead, ETN. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. ETN up the middle. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They go play action here on first down. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The Colts at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he's got some space here.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
They run once more with Taylor.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
In motion left is Rodgers.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Callahan. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Rodgers. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Called it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. In motion comes the tight end left. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with Etienne. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play action with Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception. Too loose with the football on the return, and
now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
On the set. Ready.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the interception set her up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to.
He's got a man complete, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Off the play fake, Callahan. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Yeah, bro. That should have been PI. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He ran him over, dog. That's wild.
We'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Cougar 19. Seventy Ranger. Ready.
Off play action. Callahan steps away. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Sixty.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Panther 60.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Callahan. All going deep here for Taylor. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On play action, Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Lawrence to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Johnson's got it complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Got it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. That one goes for 8 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. It's Lawrence. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. That one goes for 24 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They move the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared.
The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
He's going to go up top again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A give to ETN running right.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, Jaguars.
A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Callahan flushed out right. That'll be caught by Rodgers. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
back to throw. Callahan going up top. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
113 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Handoff running left is Etienne. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Etienne once more. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, 39 yards. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Bro, this game's so ass, bro.
Good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callahan. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19 sight, 19 sight.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play.
Ain't no way he just dropped the X Factor, bro.
Now Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Ready,
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. These are the spots.
I don't want to hear crazy. Y'all dropped the whole open touchdown with fucking my X Factor, bro. I don't want to hear it.
But in this situation,
I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7. Left. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker.
So I'm guessing that's a glitch. You pause and do shit and you take away the thing. That's fucking wild. Oh shit, boy. Anybody do anything, exploit this fucking game.
That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line.
It still shouldn't be, probably shouldn't be able to call substitute kicker, even though you already called timeout, but it's cool though. I ain't worried about it.
Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone. Because eventually, you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lift their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 155 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lawrence. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's a give to Etienne. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here.